Today we're going to be talking about central tendency, and our central question is, what are the elements to central tendency? And so you guys already know what central tendency is. You guys talked about it last year and probably the year before that as well. Okay, so we're going to start with some vocabulary. And first we have blank is the average, and we find that by adding all the numbers and then dividing the amount of the numbers, right? The average, another word for average is going to be mean. Okay. The next one we have the middle, and it's found by ordering numbers from least to greatest, then finding the middle, also known as the center. That's going to be the median. The next one is the number that repeats the most. If no number repeats, write no mode. It is possible to have more than one mode, so obviously the next one will be mode. Okay. The next one is also known as spread, found by subtracting the lowest value from the highest value, and so this will be range. Okay. And the last one that we have is a number that is a lot smaller or bigger than the other numbers and doesn't quite fit in the rest of the data. So this one's going to be an outlier. So we're going to do one example together and then one example by ourselves. And so for the first one, let me do it in purple. We have the data set right here. And so these are the numbers that we're going to look at. We have 2, 3, 2, 1, and 2. So the first thing I want to do is put them in ascending order. So we want to put them from least to greatest. Right, so here, least to greatest would be 1, then 2, 2, 2. Right, and then 3. Right, so we got 1, 2, 2, 2, and 3. Okay, so this is the set that we're looking at. Okay, I like to just put them in ascending order first because we're gonna have to do that anyway when we find the middle number, and it will help us with the mode. Okay, so first let's do the median. Median, as a reminder, is the average of the group of data points. It's also like the balancing point, so we're going to add up all the points. So we're going to have 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 3. And then we're going to divide by the number of data points. So here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 data points. So we're going to divide by 5. Okay. So when we do that, we should get, let's see, on top we should get a 10. And then at the bottom we have the 5, right? So 10 divided by 5 is going to be a 2. So our mean is equal to 2. Okay. Next we have the median, and let's do that in blue. Okay. Median is going to be the middle number when the data is arranged in ascending order. So we already have it in ascending order. I'm just going to rewrite it again. We got 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. And so we're basically going to the middle. So that's going to be this 2 right there. So we can say the median. I don't know why I keep saying median or mode. Median is equal to 2. Okay. Next is the mode. Let's do brown for mode. Okay. That's the number that occurs the most in the data set. And so here we can see that it obviously happens to the number 2. So here we can just put mode is equal to 2 because it occurs the most. Okay. And here's just a consequence that, a coincidence that 2 is the same on each one. For the last one, range is the difference between the greatest number in the data set and the least number in the data set. So we know that difference is subtraction, right? So we're going to get the highest number, the greatest number, which is 3, and we're going to subtract it from the lowest number, which is 1. And here, 3 minus 1, we get a 2. So here we can say that the range is equal to 2. Okay, and again, it's a coincidence that all of them are 2, and it's not always the case. Okay, so go ahead and do find the mean, median, mode, and range for the following set. We got 1, 3, 5, 9, 8, 5, 8, and 6. Okay, so pause the video and then go ahead and work out, find mean, median, mode, and range. Okay, so for the mean, we're going to get all of those numbers and we're going to add them. So when you add all the numbers, 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 9, and you have it all over the amount that we have, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Our mean is going to be 5.625. Okay, so our mean, our average, is going to be a 5.625. Okay, and notice that here in this form right here, they're already in ascending order. Okay. Okay, so for median, we want median to be the middle, right? So again, I'm going to rewrite them in ascending order, so least to greatest. And we're gonna go all the way to the middle. So that's that. And here we have 2 numbers in the middle. When this happens, we have to find the average of both of those 2. So we're going to do 5 plus 6 and divide it by 2 because there's 2 numbers, and we get a 5.5. Okay, so it's basically the middle of those 2 numbers. It's most likely going to be a 0.5 if there is. So mode is going to be the most. So here, I'm going to rewrite it again in ascending order. And you don't have to rewrite them all the time. I just like to do that because I like to have clean numbers. Okay. For the most numbers, I see we have 2 5s and 2 8s. Your mode can have more than 2 modes. That will be called a bimode, right? Because bi means 2. Okay. So here our mode is 5 and 8 because those are the numbers that occur the most in this set. Okay. And lastly, our range is going to be the highest number, in this case is 9, and we're going to subtract by the lowest number, which is 1. So 9 minus 1 is going to give us an 8. Here our range is an 8.